Yo, hello, and welcome to another YouTube channel. My name is Wangani, also known as Eccentric over here. And what we are doing today, I don't know if you want to call it a review, a first look, a release review. Maybe a release review is probably the best way in explaining what's going on here. We're going to be kind of giving you some insight into something that I think people should watch. If you're interested in K-dramas, of course, this is a little bit more of a specific video into the life of a newer K-drama. I figure when it comes to this stuff, or when it comes to producing YouTube videos, at times it feels like you wait too far gone until something's gone, or until people have stopped kind of talking about it before somebody actually has a chance to look into whether they want to watch something or not. And sometimes I think people just need to be given a heads up as to, hey guys, there's this show, it's just coming out, it's still coming out, it's good, you should watch it. Probably a good idea if you do. And that's what we're kind of going to be doing with Love Next Door. So Love Next Door, I believe, came out on the 17th, so sometime last week. It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be releasing 2 episodes a week. And it's kind of going to be, there's the very obvious K-dramas of the year, which feature 2 very high-profile actors and actresses that are like... you need to watch this because you know that you're going to enjoy this, right? The first one in the year was Queen of Tears. Queen of Tears was massive. Everybody loved it. It trended. It was Kim So-hyun's kind of like return to the big stage. I had seen Kim Ji-won in a lot of other stuff, but I don't think I had seen Kim So-hyun since It's Okay Not to Be Okay. If I'm being honest, I think he probably had other projects, but like that's just my perspective of what I've been seeing in the K-drama world right now. But in regards to this one, we have Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min featuring as main characters inside this movie. Basically, the basic synopsis is that there's these 2 childhood, you don't want to call them friends. They were kind of like friends by force. The moms were best friends when they were growing up. So these 2 kids had to kind of become friends to survive. Yeah, they helped each other out, and they were always around each other, and therefore you become friends at some point. But they were kind of more frenemies, I guess, to a certain extent. They didn't hate each other, but they clearly have that like best friend dynamic where you're always roasting each other and everything is like free game, basically. But yeah, it focuses on these people kind of like 20 to 30 years in the future, or maybe like, I think they last met each other when they were in like high school, and they both left and went on to do amazing things in their career. The female lead in this show moved to America and joined this big company, but she was very isolated and very by herself working there. So she comes back to Korea to kind of like take a break, to experience home a little bit more now that she's more grown, more of an adult. When she comes back, of course, she finds the male lead living in Korea, also has a successful career as an architect or some form of architect or designer or something like that. And he's trying to go through the struggles of trying to figure out his new company that he's trying to make right now. Now, this, of course, is a very early review or a very early look into the lives of how these people are going to get. So I couldn't tell you all the story and the plot points and tell you how exactly this is going to go. But that's the beauty of watching a show, is that you don't know how it's going to go. You can see a little bit of the tropes, of course. One character comes back, disappoints their family, and that family is gonna have to deal with them being back. What the other one is, one guy is trying to deal and maintain his success story while everybody thinks he's like the ideal bachelor, and he has everything all figured out, when it's actually not that way from the inside. And I think it's a very good show to kind of say, like, from what I'm seeing now, is good chemistry, very playful, and very emotional at times as well. And I say this because the mom in the show carries the emotion over the first 2 episodes. Like you'd be surprised as to how much of the main storyline plays around the mom's relationship with her daughter, and the mom dealing with her daughter coming back, and how she will face her friends, how she will face actions and stuff like that. So there's already very good development for the side characters in the show. Speaking of other side characters in the show, I did a Serendipity's Embrace review, which is the first review that I did on a K-drama on this channel, and this show just so happens to feature another one of those characters returning in this show. So so that guy's been busy this year. His name is Yoon Ji-on. I think he plays a reporter this show. He's a little bit clumsy. He's a little bit all over the place. He's just trying to figure this out. It seems, this is very early, it seems like his love interest in the show is Kim Ji-eun, who's a paramedic in the show. Also, for some reason, a black belt. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but that's just something that you come across in the in the first episode. It's very valuable information. This Kim Ji-eun is best friends with Jung So Min's character, who's just returned, and they're really close, and everybody really likes these people. So in the development of the side characters as well, we do look like we're going to have that first lead story, and then we have the second lead story that we kind of get bits and pieces as we go along the show. My main complaint when I was watching Serendipity's Embraces that was a little bit short. This one will not be short. It's the classic 16 episode anime, but it does mean that it will be a very long time before any other reviews come out, simply because it being a 16 episode show means that we're not going to get to the final episode for at least another 8 weeks, not including any breaks that may happen in between. It is a Netflix serialization. I think it's produced by TVN. I don't know if it's just me, but I have a sway towards TVN dramas. I think when I watch a JTBC drama, it's very, and I don't know if this is true when in regards to all of them, but from my experience, a lot of the JTBC dramas are very emotional, and I just need a little bit more playfulness when I'm watching these shows. And I think I get that from TVN shows. I don't know if that's on purpose. I don't know if that's something to do with the way that they produce these shows, something to do with the way that they have discussions about these shows, but it just seems to come across that way to me. Tell me if you agree. I don't know if it's the truth. This show is also produced by Studio Dragon. Studio Dragon is on top of their game right now. You can never fault them for the things that they choose to produce, and I think it's an adaptation of a manhwa or something like that, and I think there's been other adaptations before in other countries and other stuff, but this is Korean's adaptation. Oh, something that I wanted to mention, which is very interesting about this show. These people are in their 30s and they're very successful, and they've had careers and lived lives. They've lived through their mid-20s, and they had at some point at least figured things out, right? They don't come across that way, right? They come across as still very young, playful, and confusing individuals, right? You're used to the main male lead being a very stoic character who seems to have things under control, very witty, always seems to know the right answer. Well, when he's faced with the opposition of the female lead, that's when things kind of go out the window. Everything that she does seems to be a reason as to why his day-to-day life is a little bit derailed. But you can always tell that these characters have some respect for each other. They find each other in their times of need, and they are very much there to help each other out, even though they're trying to be more overtly against each other. They try to make it quite obvious that these two people didn't really like each other growing up, or at least one didn't like the other. I think there's a point in the second episode where Jung So Min details how they met, how they grew up, and she puts it in this light like, I was his savior. Without me, he would have been nothing. His social skills are everything to do with me, and I did nothing but stay by his side, protect him, and make him the man that he is today. And then he tells it from his perspective, and he's like, hell nah, that ain't happened. I don't remember that. I don't know if you remember that. I don't remember that, right? But I think that's just how good this show is as it currently stands. I'm not gonna be doing an episode by episode review. It's gonna take up a little bit too much space on this channel, but there will be a second review at the end of it all. We'll see if my thoughts are exactly the same. We'll see if I believe in what I believe now, which is this is going to be a good show. This is going to be one of those good weekly serializations. I don't know. I don't really know about the state of K-drama right now. Look, I'm not the biggest K-drama fan, but I feel like I catch on to K-dramas every once in a while nowadays. I feel like it's a scenario of it has to land on my table. It has to be very obviously, I don't want to say obviously good, but obviously big for me to pay attention to it. But that might just be my fault. I think I need to look into it a little bit more. It's the same thing with anime for me right now. I used to be an avid anime watcher. I used to watch anime, some form of anime every single day. Now I'm watching Tower of God and I Parry Everything, which and some other weird animes that are airing right now that I will not expose myself for right now. But yeah, let's hope things remain good, stay good in regards to the way we are right now. But it looks like it's going to be good. As for right now, I'm gonna end the video there. I do appreciate it. If you have any recommendations for K-dramas that I should watch, not even if they're serializing right now or if they've already come out, I appreciate it. But otherwise, always don't forget like and subscribe, please. It does help me know what people want to see, help me know what people want me to produce. I will still do my best to stand by myself. I think the next things that probably gonna come on this channel will be Black Myth Wukong. I wanted to stream it. The weather is just not helping me right now, and my streaming system is not helping me right now. So I'm just gonna record it and then upload it there. That will be what's probably coming next on this channel. But hey, we hope to see what the future holds, and we hope to see what you guys hold from me. All right, appreciate everything, and that's it for today. Deuces.